So this is our 30-ton strut shear. Essentially what it's meant to do is cut strut. We can cut any type of strut that we need to. We have dies that will do deep, shallow, double deep, double shallow. We can even cut all thread and angle iron. So our receiving area is to our right. We have cantilever racks that we house all of our strut that comes in. When we need to load strut in and actually cut it, we have a cantilever rack off to the side here, right next to our strut shears that we can pull directly off and in. We've got the rollers set up, so we're only having to handle it from the cantilever rack to the strut shear, and then it just pushes along as we go. When we get an order, it comes in like this. We get an isometric view of what it needs to look like when it's built. And then it also comes with an Excel sheet that has all the unique assemblies on it with the cut lengths. And then we have the total quantity of how many of that assembly we need to put together. So essentially what happens is we have the ability here, we built a fence onto the strut shear that we can adjust to any dimension that we want. And we looked out and found an adhesive backed, essentially tape measure that we could stick on here. So all we got to do in order to make a measurement, that first initial measurement, is we can loosen this up, we can adjust it to wherever we need to, we can lock it down, and now we can do multiple of the same cuts without ever having to take a tape measure out again. This will lift up here to be able to feed material through if need be, and then we can always put it back down and it creates a barrier fence. Essentially this uses the same type of hydraulic pump that you traditionally see on our hydraulic table benders. With that, we normally have a hand switch with a button on it. One of the things that we wanted to make sure that people could do is they always have their hands on the material as it's being fed through in a safe manner. So all we did was we took the handle off and we actually replaced it with a foot switch. So that way they can operate it with the foot switch and still be able to handle the material with both hands.